Before they run down the hill at Clemson, they touch Howard's rock. Only if they're ready to go, because if they're not, as Frank Howard himself said, keep your stinking hands off my rock. Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Oregon Ducks offense will get the first possession of the game. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you'd build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame he can really utilize.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that one play to pick up the first.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, this defense received a lot of well-earned accolades after registering 4 sacks last week. They've put everybody on notice, and they're doing it again here early, already registering a sack in this one.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. 11th play of this opening drive coming up at this one, a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Clemson's offense has its first opportunity of the day. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. It's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the first down. Here comes the offense on second down. Using his legs, it's Maffa. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And now on second down for this offense. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Shoots it to the left. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Doug.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Fires and picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Give to the back. Oh, gave the defender the business. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
The give. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats.
3, Clemson, 0.
They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. And the Tigers in the hurry-up. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Going for 6. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Line getting set on second down.
Here we go.
They're testing the right side here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
On third and long, try to convert through the air.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. It's good. And the field goal ties it up here in the second quarter. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over South Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
Makes a connection. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Keep it on the ground. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. They love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. To throw, it's Gabriel. He's got it. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Oregon! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And it's no good. He missed the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Bringing it back. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Makes the grab, and he's dragged down.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. To the air, it's Klubnik. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Running toward the tape. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. Clemson jumps to the line. Here comes the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll give it to the back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Clemson! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them on top, 10-9. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Fair catch called for and made. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. To the air, it's Gabriel. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Fires on the move. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where he was, and because of the late throw, they're able to come up with the interception.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Off play action. It's complete to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. He's going to pass. He's got it down the middle.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's got it and still on his feet. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Klubnik. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Looking to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Clemson!
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to South Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. He's got him wide open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Gabriel. Going up top. Grabs it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ducks.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
After the touchdown, if they could get this 2, we'll have a tie ball game. Wants to go up top. He makes the grab for the 2 and ties the game.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. On the move. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
We've got a good one going here in the third quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Now on third down for this offense. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Still on his feet at the 45. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
No secret sauce, no tricking people. Third down and 1. I got to be the more physical team, Jesse, and they were.
And it's so nice, too, when you've got playmakers like that guy that can take a play that's only designed maybe to get a couple yards and turn it into a big gainer. This offense is loaded with weapons.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. Tackled after picking up the first down. Clemson now operating in the red zone. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking for a man. It's Gabriel. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
On second down, he'll fire. Going downfield for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender.
Wide open, he makes the catch. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ranked teams having at it this week, and take a look at what's going down. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to South Carolina. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Offense set on first down. On the ground, it's Maffa. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Right back to the well. At the 35, he's open. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Clemson is quick to the line.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Setting up the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He's got an open man. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking for space. It's James.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Grab behind the line. It's James. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. In search of that tying touchdown, they've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Runs through a tackle. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Little touch pass to the receiver. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Pressure coming. It's still 3rd and goal. Wants to throw. It's Gabriel. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within 1 possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David, if they can add to it on this drive. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
A high kick trying to pin them deep. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
As a defense, you don't want to give up big plays. You did there, but the good thing is you kept him out of the end zone. Now you got a chance to make a goal line stand, get some momentum back, get the ball back to your offense.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a first and goal here. Fast motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown Ducks! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Number 1.
This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
It's complete to the right. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking for room, it's Maffa. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Defense.
Defense way over-eager there, and now the entire playbook just opens up before the eyes of this offensive coordinator. From the gun, trying to get to him. He looks that one in nicely. Tackled, but he has a first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They'll operate out of split backs. Now they'll run it to the right here. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
What a great job by the defense understanding where they're on the field. Listen, the wide side of the field's this way. They're going to try to run that sweep, identifying it, flying like madmen to the football, just understanding speed and space. I got to be ready for that, and they were.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Tiger. They move on top here on the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
Now for the extra point try late in the game. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Mississippi State is in serious trouble right now. I'm not sure some folks won't be asking for a refund on their NIL investment. A putrid performance in Starkville. They're trailing by 21 to Duke. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. 2nd down after that incompletion. Here's a throw downfield late. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. Pulls it in on the left. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He'll just keep slinging it. Throws to the tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, no mystery here. 3rd in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage, and these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's taking a deep shot. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Clemson trying to just bleed this clock dry. Running back searching for a hole. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. From the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he missed it. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
Clemson, 38. Oregon, 34.
Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball, just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.